A quick update on the Premier League player of the season that was released yesterday. The shortlist include Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United, Erling Haaland of Manchester City, Gabriel of Arsenal, Igor Thiago of Brentford, Morgan Gibbs-White of Nottingham Forest, Declan Rice of Arsenal. Then we have David Raya of Arsenal as well. This player are the player that was shortlisted by the Premier League for the Premier League Player of the Season award. And looking at their start, their performance this season, it has been very, very fantastic. Look, if you take a look at Bruno's performance this season, 33 games this season, 8 goals, 19 assists, massive performance from Bruno Fernandes. Though this Manchester United team have not been that United team that we've known, but he has able to pull this number this season. It's a very, very good one for Bruno Fernandes. And to Gabriel as well, one of the best players for Arsenal this season, playing 31 matches, 4 assists this season, and 16 clean sheets for Gabriel. It's a very, very fantastic one for him. If you look at this Arsenal defense, they are one of the defense that is very difficult for you to break down. It's very, very difficult for you to, if you are a team, it's very, very difficult for you to play against this Arsenal defense because they have one of the best defense in Europe this season. And to Morgan Gibbs-White as well, though Nottingham Forest have been struggling this season, but he has stood out to be an outstanding player for Nottingham Forest. 37 match in there, 4 assists, 13 goals, 17 goal contribution this season for Morgan Gibbs-White. Very fantastic one for him as well. We saw him against Chelsea, we've seen him against Manchester, we've seen him have some of the big teams. This performance, it has been marvelous for him as well. The least to talk about is Erling Haaland. We don't need to talk much about Erling Haaland because we've seen Haaland season in season. Ever since he joined this Manchester City team, he has been one of the best players, one of the best strikers you've ever seen this planet Earth. No doubt about that. Erling Haaland, 35 appearances this season, 26 goals and 8 assists this season. So the least you talk about him because Erling Haaland has been very, very good this season, very, very fantastic this season. Though injuries set in, but he was still able to go scoring. He has been consistent this season, and that's good one for him in there. And to Declan Rice, though Declan Rice, people have been talking about, he has not been that player that we've seen him last season. Ever since he joined Arsenal, he has not been that player. But being in the shortlist, being in the, that means he has really worked this season. So Declan Rice in there is not a surprising one for me. Antoine Semenyo, coming from Bournemouth to Manchester City, 16 goals this season. Very, very good one for him. Very, very good one for him. Looking at his performance at Bournemouth and moving all the way to Manchester City, and he kept giving that performance, though he has not been consistent this season. Ever since he joined Manchester United, he had a goal against Crystal Palace over the weekend. Fantastic one for him. That was his first goal for a long while after going off without scoring a goal. Good one for Antoine Semenyo as well. And looking at the list, looking at the player, looking at Igor Thiago as well, the list you talk about him, 22 goals this season, fantastic from the man Igor Thiago. And he has surprised or he has shocked the whole football lovers this season because nobody gave him that dog chance to be the one chasing Erling Haaland for the golden boot this season. And looking at his performance this season, it's a very, very good one for Igor Thiago in there as well. And to wrap it up, I think Bruno Fernandes deserves the player of the season. Bruno Fernandes deserves the player of the season. For me, it's going to be a tight call between Bruno Fernandes and David Raya, but I will give it to Bruno Fernandes because looking at this Manchester United team, looking at the way they started this season and the way they are ending this season, in part of the top 4 this season, it's a very, very good one because looking at how influential Bruno Fernandes has been to this Manchester United setup, fantastic. He has been that player that has carried this Manchester United team as influential in this Manchester United City setup, and I'll not be surprised if Bruno Fernandes go all the way to win the Premier League Player of the season. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised because he deserves it. He has worked for it very well. He deserves it. So Bruno Fernandes for the Premier League Player of the season for me.